Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. This is Pedro Fame. We are back with another video for you guys, and I wanted to kind of create a video for you guys, letting you know great options that if you weren't an Apple fan or you weren't interested in the Apple ecosystem, that still work really great and work pretty much excellent together. I think they're just a great collection of things to have that all can work with each other in some way, shape, or form. So I wanted to go ahead and show it off to you guys. So we're going to start off with the Pixel 8 Pro. Right now they're running a special, and if you are interested, please, I would suggest get it. As you can see, it runs through April 6th. It is absolutely awesome deal where you can get the phone for only 750 bucks. Or you can finance it. But if you look into it more, you can, if you get Google Fi Wireless as well, they give you an additional $385 to this line here, which cuts it in half again. So if you're really into that stuff, I'd say definitely do it. You can also trade in your phone as well and get a good amount off of this price, as well as add this, and you could possibly get it almost for free at that point. So if I was you, really try to stack them, because you never know what would be. Here are the different colors. So you have the mint, you have the bay, obsidian, and porcelain. If it was up to me, I would go with bay. I love the blue color here. As you guys probably already know, there's AI built into it. It's called Gemini. Um, it's It used to be called Bard, but Google changed the name to Gemini. I don't know why, but changed to Gemini. You have the dual screen, or the two cameras in the back. You have the awesome display in the front with the super accurate Retina display, 6.7. It gets extremely bright. I believe it's the brightest thing ever now. The cameras are great. You have the new Tensor G3 chip, which is okay. I mean, I don't. It's not better than Apple's, but it's pretty dang good. Dang good battery life. You got great battery life. I can tell you that. That was something that was really great to see. 7 years of OS updates. That rivals Apple in terms of how long you get updates, which is phenomenal. By the way, if you didn't know, 12 gigabytes of RAM. It is an absolute workhorse. You can get such great details from the different lens, and these are all the different ones that you guys can see here. Just absolutely stunning pictures. I always say this: if I had to choose between three phones, they would be between the Ultra, so for Samsung, from Samsung, the one that I currently, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and the Pixel 8 Pro. And if you, for cameras, it's always iPhone and Pixel tied for me. They're both phenomenal at picture detailing. Just when it comes to recording video, I always stick to iPhone when it comes to that. I think they're number one, but I also think number two is tied. It used to be Samsung number two solely, and then Pixel was three, but no, Pixel has really stepped it up, and I believe they're firmly tied for number two. And you can see some of it here in the expert photo processing that they do, or video processing that they do now, which is really nice. And then a lot of AI work that's really great. You can crop things out, push things to the middle, change the day. It's really awesome that they do this. I think this is an absolute amazing features. It can identify the sounds, the noise, and the frequencies. Really awesome. It just gets the job done. You get the automatic screen calls, translations if you're talking to two different languages, so you can see exactly what that person's talking about. You have this new feature that is on Samsung's, where you just scribble something and it pops up exactly what you're looking for. Really awesome. I believe that this is going to be the best thing coming out. You can point things at signs that are in different languages, and it can go from German, like I said, to English. And I'll tell you exactly what it's saying there. Awesome job with integrating it with Google Assistant. Obviously, you have different memberships that you can get for free for a little bit of time if you get a Google Pixel phone. Does have car crash detection now, which was from iPhone getting it first. But really awesome job here. I think it's just very different. Temperature readings on your phone that you can now put up to, as you can see, like his kid, to see if she has a fever or not. I don't know how much that is allowed. I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much on that, but you can see here some of the options that you guys have. So you get 8 Pro, 8, and Pixel Fold. I say get the one that you think you would use the most. This Pixel 8 is a great deal, by the way, $499. I mean, guys, if you don't need the full 120 hertz, or if you don't need to go from 1 to 120 hertz, this is a great option too. And you see the HDR is a little bit lower, but hey, that's not a bad thing. It is a smaller phone as well, but it is very well capable. 12 instead of 8, but still phenomenal. Battery life, I believe, is still the same on them as well. And nothing else changes. Everything else, feature-wise, authentication is still the same. And then here are some things that are also a little less, like the Pixel Bud Pros or the Google Pixel tablet that, by the way, has not sold well. But yeah, this is a great option for you guys. So this is an awesome phone, and I believe with Google's deal, this makes it now worth it over the Samsung. I was gonna originally pick the Samsung Ultra, but with this deal here, it far and away exceeds what Samsung can offer in that category. Let's talk with another one that's doing deals right now. Samsung's Galaxy Tab S9. So this is if you want a tablet, if you want something that's cutting edge, bleeding technology, almost in a sense, then you really want to either go for the S9 Ultra or the S9 Plus, and I'll show you guys the difference in them there. But here are the two different colors that you can get it in. Really awesome that you at least have a light and dark mode there for color changing what you like. You see some of the things that you get, peripherals and accessories that you can get with it that are currently on sale. It is absolutely awesome device. It's weird, isn't it? Tab S9. So this is, we kind of went over some of the specs here. This is a 12 gigabyte RAM model. And then a Snapdragon Gen 2 chip in it. Very minimalistic look. Great battery life. I believe it's up to 16 hours on a full charge. Has Wi-Fi 6E, 120 hertz display, OLED. Absolutely phenomenal look. It's dust and water resistant in a sense. Does have the armor aluminum frame, which means it is pretty good for taking hits and impact. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing. So obviously you need a laptop part of your setup, and I went with a Samsung Galaxy Book 4. I know the 3 is a little bit cheaper, but the GPU side is not very good, so that's the reason why I'm going with the 4 Pro. Because if you want to game a little bit, but you really need it for productivity, then I think this is such a great option, especially if you have that Samsung Tab. You can definitely do Dexmo, or it's just really easy to share things between the two. I know having a Pixel probably doesn't go with the whole Samsung theme, but I didn't really want to go with the entire Samsung theme. I really wanted to show you guys, I believe, best bang for bucks, which is the Pixel 8 Pro, the Galaxy S9 Ultra, or you can go the S9 Plus. And I wanted to go with a 14-inch OLED Galaxy Book 4 with the Galaxy Book 4 Pro 14-inch model. It has a Intel Core Ultra 7, which is pretty much an i7. 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is plenty enough RAM, and 512 SSD, which is decent enough SSD for you. Really great thing about this is super high-end power user for if you need to edit videos or anything like that. For gaming wise, graphics card is going to be the Intel Arc, so it is a budget-friendly option. It is only can play pretty much. It can run every game, just not in high settings. Probably like you're probably gonna need to put it on medium settings, just so you can get good frame rates out of it. But that is pretty good for what you're needing. Like I said, it's just for beginning level gaming and for really high use of productivity. Where in the Galaxy Book 3, which is on sale or is much less and cheaper. The problem with that one that it has is it is the Iris Xe, I believe, is the graphics, which is worse than the Intel Arc. The Intel Arc's much better. You can run games on here and it not lag or anything. You can run Fortnite. You could run Valorant. You could run your mostly typical games. You could run on here. So after that, I got you two options for headphones. If you're a Sony user, you absolutely should pick up, in my opinion, the option that's really good would be the WH-1000XM4. I know the 5s are really nice and sleek looking, but I don't know, for some reason I really like the 4 option. It looks good. It still does a lot of the things that are similar. Just don't really look at it if you want it to be an Apple Studio comparison one. I also do know though, if you really like certain features in certain ways, then you may like this option, which is the Beat Studio. They're right now on sale. They're $200. Absolute great bang for buck option. You obviously have your different colors of black, deep brown, navy, and sandstone. For me, the sandstone color is probably the color that I would get. It's absolute awesome. It's pretty new. You get up to 40 hours of battery life. You get 10 minutes of fast charge. It provides you 4 hours of playback. It's not only for, I know it was acquired by Apple, but it doesn't have anything Apple branded wise. It doesn't even have a W chip like the other ones did. This one has, so it can be used easily on Android, just as easily as it can be used on iPhone. You still have the exact same features on it. So that is probably one of the best things that I personally think make it such a great option for you when you're looking for a device to listen to music for. Next, you probably want a really nice monitor. If if you're gonna play games, or if you're gonna need it for your you need it for your setup to hook up your Galaxy Tab or hook up your Galaxy Book. Both are OLEDs. You probably want an OLED, right? So that's kind of where this comes in, and I really wanted to show you guys this one. 34-inch wide OLED monitor, absolute awesome. 175 hertz, 0.03 millisecond response time. It is absolutely awesome from MSI. Great looking monitor, great looking stand as well. I really dig the stand as well. And you guys can see the I/O ports here. So you have the two HDMI ports, you have a USB-C, you have two USB-As, you have a display port. I believe the display port though is either 1.4. It might be. I don't think it's quite 2.1. But and you have your Ethernet port along with a headphone jack. But I do personally believe that these two, the HDMI 2.1s and the 90-watt power delivery USB-C, are perfect. They give you great use of it. It's great size at 34 inches. It is a 1440p panel, but it is an OLED, so it gives you the best black levels, best viewing angles, and you don't have to worry about burn-in. It gives you 3 years protection on that. Also, it does offer phenomenal levels of brightness as well compared to other OLED monitors. Now, they do have a 27-inch model if you want that, but personally, I'd probably go with 34 over that. It makes such a big difference, and you're going to see kind of what I'm alluding to in a second. Another product that they have a lot of people really like is this version, which I can show you here, is the 49-inch model. Now, the 49-inch model is same thing, just doesn't have the curve that you're looking for that I know some would want. It doesn't have like a high-end curve. I'm saying is what you would probably look for. The competitor to this one, if you don't want an MSI, even though I do believe they're awesome, but it only goes up to 144 hertz. So that is a big difference from the other one that I believe gets 175. So there's about 30 hertz difference there. So if you really are interested in the hertz, then you may want to go with that one. This one, they're both curved, but not curved, if that makes sense. Like they're not heavily curved like you would see, I don't know, on Odysseys. Another one that I was thinking about checking out is the OLED Odyssey G9. If you're, like I said, if you're into 4K, if you're into 4K, if you're into curved monitors, if you're into high-end gaming and things like that, this is probably the monitor that you want to go with. There's another one though that I was really looking for here. So this is the new Odyssey G9. It's not an OLED and it's not the Odyssey Neo, so that's the mini LED. This one is the new 49-inch. It is really good pricing at only $899. Now it is, I believe, what is it, a VA panel? I believe so. But you get 240 hertz refresh rate. You don't get the greatest viewing angles for games. You get good viewing angles, but you don't get the best angles on the side. You also don't have the amazing OLED or mini LED technology. It is like a regular in that sense. But you do get 240 hertz. It is 1440p. It's 1 millisecond response time, while the other ones are 0.03, but that's because of the screen usage. But as you can see, it does have a really more pronounced curve. So you can kind of see that from all different angles here. I believe, though, this one, I want to say, where is it? Yeah, it's a VA panel. You have 2 HDMI ports on this one, where you only get one on the OLED. That is true. You only get one on the OLED. So, kind of wanted people to know that one. So you have 2 HDMI 2.1s. And then you have the DisplayPort. I believe you do have USB-C though on this one that you don't on the other ones. Could be wrong, but I believe that is the case. Another great option, though, if you want the curved, but you want QHD technology, not paying for the full OLED, you have LG's new one that just came out, which is the 45-inch model. So if you don't want to quite go 49 inches, you want to go something for a little less big in a sense, then I'd say this is another great option. You have 2 HDMI ports. Now, with the only thing I don't like about LG is they don't give you any USB-C options. So that is something that if you're looking for, if you're going to connect to a laptop, is a big bummer. You are going to have to end up using HDMI only on these, but you do get a display port. I'm sorry, let me go back. You do get a display port. You do get 2 HDMI 2.1s, 2 USB A's, and you do have a Ethernet port in there as well. And the headphone jack is always directly under on this one. So, and this one is $799, so it's a little cheaper that way too. It is 200 hertz and not the 240 hertz like you get on the Odyssey OLED. They're still a 1440p LED, and this one is QH'd, so this one is a little bit of a different screen than the Odysseys. But like I said, these are all different styles of what you would prefer. You also do have another LG's that is new, and this is the 49-inch version. So if you want to go back up to the 49-inch version, there's nothing really different. This is the HD screen and everything. This is same pretty much everything, and you do have the same ones here. It's just a bigger screen. That's the only difference here. You still get the 2 USB A's, 2 HDMI's, and the one display port. So again, it's really depending on what you like and what you would prefer part of your setup here. I personally do love this model, the 45-inch LG OLED model. Phenomenal. I've seen it in person. It's an absolute great screen. Again, the only thing I don't like is that no USB-C. I think that is such a bad thing that LG continues to do and has done for so many years. This is the new Odyssey Arc. Wouldn't recommend it. This is Alienware's probably the best screen we've ever seen on a monitor consistently, but it is from Samsung, so you can get the same one on their OLEDs now. So I don't know if that really reigns true or reigns supreme, as you could say. But yeah, there's some great deals, some great panels to get. If you're interested, make sure to like, subscribe, and notification bell. And I want to do more for you guys, more videos like this for you guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching my latest video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.